Hi everybody! I'm back! Huge Super Robot Wars news! Super excited for everyone to find out about it! So we're gonna leave it on this screen for a second and I'm gonna show you something interesting. So, Super Robot Wars 30 is going to be on Steam. We already knew this. They knew it was gonna be Steam, PS4, and Switch. However, this happened. You might be asking yourself, Haven, I thought you said it was real hard to get the right Steam client to be able to download the game when it came out on PC. I thought you said that was something that couldn't happen very easily. Motherfucker, I'm not on a different Steam client. This is the US Steam client. That's right! For the first time ever! Well, not ever. It's been in the past. Anyway, Super Robot Wars. Fully localized for the United States. As you can see in that little green line at the bottom, I've already gotten this pre-ordered. I actually pre-ordered the most expensive version. So I was excited. But yeah, so there's no need to import physical copies aside. We don't know anything about physical copies yet. But yeah, they straight up just surprised everyone. And you can find it on Steam. Just on the US store. It's just there, available for pre-order. Fully localized. I mean, it doesn't have English voice acting. When I say localized, I mean it actually is purchasable in this country. The country I am in, at least. Huge fucking news. And apparently I was wrong. We might be at our final list of series down here. Yeah, I'm not gonna get the physical version, probably. If I do, it'd be a PS4 version, but we'll see. But yeah, so the featured series list here apparently is the final series list. At least not counting DLC. DLC will make things a little differently. A little different. Oh! They finally updated this information. I didn't see this information earlier. Deluxe Edition is the full game, plus Season Pass. So you get DLC 1. Yeah, I wasn't aware that was going to be the full complete list. DLC 1. Stop doing that. Anyway, 9 additional playable units, including 2 from Super Robot Wars OG, 13 additional missions. DLC 2, 9 more additional units, including 2 from Robot Wars OG, plus 13 additional missions. Early access to both of these, 2 days before they're available for sale. Season Pass Special Mission 1, Season Pass Special Mission 2, enhancement parts, so some bonus stuff, and a bonus mission. I got the Ultimate Edition because I hate money. This includes a premium sound and data pack. This basically just means that you can add extra sound to the game. It means that a lot of the soundtracks will have vocals in it. I will not be able to stream those because I will get DMCA'd to hell. But I'm gonna have them for when I play privately. And then premium sound data pack for special missions, yada yada, and some extra mission stuff. So yeah, fucking amazing. All right, get ready to go. I'm hyped. I certainly hope you are, because shit just got real. All bets are off. People have, Super Robot Wars fans have always wanted it to get fully localized to the West, but we never really thought it would ever happen because of how much they'll have to pay for things like licensing and everything. We didn't think it would happen. It has officially happened. So any assumptions we made about who can or cannot be in the series, about where the series can and cannot go, about who can actually access the series, bets are off. And I'm so happy. So you'll be seeing me play this in October. I can almost guarantee it, barring significant life event changes or something. Who knows? But I intend fully to stream it when it comes out. But that's in the future. We are here in the present. And we just completed some very important missions. We just got the one of the final upgrades to Zelgard. And our new sub-pilot. Because Amari has joined our crew, and she is in the same ship, same boat as Spiro and Iori. As a note, for folks who wanted to know what the other route was like if you picked Amari as your main character, Spiro doesn't betray you. He gets pissed because something happens to Amari, and they basically kidnap her. And Spiro is so mad, he goes out piloting the Zelgard by himself to go get her back. And Iori, who regains his memories a little early, pilots a Dean Bell and helps. So they fight together to save her. When they save Amari, they both basically have hard eyes because they're both in love with her immediately. And she kind of, sort of, like, she doesn't manipulate them necessarily on purpose, but maybe a little on purpose. And she's like, oh, I have two boys in this cockpit who love me. They're gonna do whatever I say. It's essentially what happens. There's some nuance and stuff to it, but if you want to see that, well, you can always buy the game and play that route yourself. It's really hilarious. I really enjoy it. Anyway, now it's time to move on to the next scenario, which I promised we would see some stuff from a certain Spiral leader. Aura, who protected us from Mitsurugi, has sustained severe damage. No surprise there, she twisted space-time itself to protect the entire capital. Aura has returned to our world, but due in part to the way Embryo exploited her, it will take a while before she recovers to her full strength. I guess using Aura's power to get back home is a pretty tall order right now. Well, only leaves one option. We have to destroy Dokudar, then we can restore Mount Sky's rainbow and get home to our worlds. That's probably the best move for the people of Alroth as well. Yeah, let's finish our work as Team Savior. Even if Aura was at full strength, our original plan was to beat Dokudar before going home anyway. Yeah, we can't just leave the other villain behind fighting in Alroth out there. We defeated Embryo for his part in the fighting, but the other worlders who were under him have flocked to the Keepers of Order. Until we know what they're up to, we have no choice but to react instead of act. Still, if we ignore Selric for the moment, it seems like beating Dokudar and ending the fighting that might make it possible to reach some kind of peace with the Keepers. Well, assuming they really are the custodians of law and order they claim to be. Are the Keepers really fighting to preserve the world like Archmage Keeldon said? I'm not so sure. Why would starting a war result in the survival of the world? Iori? I'm fine, Amari. If you don't know what's coming, you just have to deal with what's in front of you. Now that we've decided to take down Dokudar, we should hurry. That fiend has captured Queen Ciela, Relina, Sally, and Nia. At least I sense Queen Ciela's aura now and then, so I think she's safe. It's not clear why Dokudar kidnapped them, but we'd better hurry. Okay, so how exactly do we go about taking down Dokudar? Dokudar's holed up in the Mashin Temple, which is on the 7th tier, the highest tier of Mount Sakai. Wait a second, if we collect all 6 treasures of Mount Sakai, how to defeat Dokudar is supposed to awaken? That is indeed what the Red and Blue Dragons told us on Mount Dokoi. The Shinbei Flute, Mirror of Truth, Burning Sword, Frigid Sword, Good Seeds, and Senko Bracer. We've got all 6, so why hasn't anything happened? Well, about that, Wataru. I suspect the key has to do with the Senko Bracer. The Senko Bracer? The treasure guarded by Bibbidi Baba Debu. She said something about it unleashing a hidden power, but nothing's happened when Wataru put it on. Are you saying it's a fake? Not at all. My hunch is correct. The Senko Bracer isn't yet complete. What do you mean, Daddy? It's not out in Crayon. I'm saying that we haven't finished collecting the treasures of Red and Blue Dragons mentioned. And I'm betting the key to solving this riddle is on the 7th tier of Mount Sakai. The peak of Mount Sakai. Dokudar's tier. Up until now, each tier boss had their own treasure. So if we want to proceed, we'll have to head up to the 7th tier. That decides it. Beat Dokudar, we're heading to the 7th tier. That's where we'll solve the mystery of the treasures, too. That's the spirit, Wataru. That's what makes you a savior. You're always ready to dive right in. I gotta say, I'm crazy cool right now. That's the catchphrase. We'll help you too, for the peace of Alroth. You know, I don't see Simon anywhere. He's off on his own, preparing to meet his fate, rescuing Princess Nia. The upcoming fight is sure to be a defining event for him. Give me a sec. The game's a little loud in my ears. It's probably not a big deal for you guys because of the way I have the audio set up, but for me, it's kinda hurting. Hang in there. I'll save you no matter what it takes. Simon? Oh, it's you, Spiro. Do be careful. What? The world is about to come unhinged. And the one who will stand at the center of that vortex, or rather spiral of a battle, will likely be you. What is he even talking about? Simon. Nia, it's you, isn't it? Not the Nia we know! Nia, you got away from Dokudar? Nia? What's wrong, Nia? What happened to you? I found something out. What? The two of us will never be right for each other. The spiral nemesis will annihilate this universe. As one of the anti-spirals, my purpose is to stop that from happening. Did you just say anti-spiral? Do you have a fever or something? You're making even less sense than usual. Simon, your core drill is a symbol of the spiral nemesis. Spiral power itself is what will destroy the universe. Just stop, Nia! What's wrong with you? This is the real me, the messenger of the anti-spirals. What do you mean, messenger? When I awoke, a small tear opened up in Alra. When the one destined to finish ripping the tear open appears, the end of the world, the end of paradise, won't be far behind. Nia! Nia! What's wrong, Simon? Nia was here. Destruction of the universe, the anti-spirals, the spiral nemesis, the end of paradise. I don't get what she meant. Get a hold of yourself. We can talk about it later. We have to move out. Olympus is coming. Nia, was it all a dream? Scenario 40. Paradise's End. Alrighty. Oopsies. I can't take my two favorite Mazins if I do it this way. Darn. Okay, Char, you're out. Vilgus, you'll be important later, but for now you're out. Yeah, that'll do. Nia, was it just a dream? Quit drooling and focus, Simon. The enemy will be here any second. I know. The forces of Olympus will be within visual range soon. Interesting. What is it, First Mate? Our readings indicate no deviation in geothermic field. It's likely due to the deformation of a single point of space, a phenomenon on which we have no past data. Keep monitoring it as the battle unfolds. Incoming forces of Olympus! The forces of Olympus have shown their ugly faces. They must have gotten wind of our plan to attack Dokudar. Koji Kabuto, Tetsuya Tsurugi, I have no use for you today. Look who's talking, Garrett Dabla. You're the one who's useless. If you're here for Wataru, you'll have to get through every last one of us. Struggle you want, humans. The stage for our battle has already exceeded the level you cannot hope to reach. Man, you give you a chance to talk, and look how you flatter yourself. Simon, Olympus, you should know I'm in a terrible mood today. I think I'll vent on you. Yes, Spiral Man, make that blood of yours boil. The ensuing fight will be an offering to us. That thing's not making any sense. There does seem to be something wrong with it. Focus your fire on Garrett Dabla. Get ready, Garrett Dabla. Once we get through you, it's a straight shot to Dokudar. Goals to reduce Garrett Dabla's HP below 15,000. We have to defeat him within 3 turns, and yes, that does mean breaking through that limit. So, yeah, that's fun. This is not the easiest of tasks, so I'm going to do a safety save. Alright. So... Neom! Oops. Yeah, do it for funsies. Whoosh. As a note, there is a special scenario you can unlock before the start of the next scenario. You need at least 10 ace characters, and your magic customized has to be at least 5. Ours is 6, and we have way more than 10 aces, so we're well within that range. Can't hit me. Neener, neener. Oh, you still need one more kill to ace. Okay, let's take care of that now, shall we? Boom. I'm sorry, what? Do you? Amuro, do you not fly in the Hainu Gundam? Amuro, what? Yeah, you're aced, you're aced. You're still needing aced. Everybody else is good, so I just need Alba. Let's get aced. Nyom. Let's do the full Unisolize just to make sure. Three more kills. A little Skull Heart special. Oh, you're still not aced either. Well, I guess I'll take care of that too. Is that the real Nia? Or... Focus, Simon. Our enemy demands nothing less. Right. I won't be able to see her again if I'm dead. I need to do what I can right now. And that's fighting my way through this battle. You're gonna fall in the water. That's normal, because you're not flying. Nope, stand by. Oops. Alright, time for them to punch us! Or more to the point, try. You know what? You're gonna get attacked a lot. Let's just do this. Sure. My battleship still needs kills. Uh-oh. Tobia took a hit from one of the Mycenaean gods. That's no good. Kaput. Oh, hey! Look, it's actually gonna hit us. I just realized something. We had DLC missions we were supposed to do? Oopsie! We'll do them after this. Uh-oh. Just in case. Okay. Can I get you a kill? I can! Good job, Daniel. Ah! Fuck. I didn't realize he was gonna support Fend. Oh well. He only has the one support defend though, right? He does. Cool. Ace bonus. Valor's super cheap now. Gosh darn it. Not the ability I meant to do. Some more fin funnels. So an intuition. Pop ya right here. And map attack time. Good. Morph. Psy-Flash! When I don't need people to get kills, using a bunch of post-movement map attacks to soften folks up is a really good idea. Get you out of the way. Alright. Hit me. Also hit me. That should be good enough. What's your angle, Gyarados? I see you've caught on, Tetsuya Tsurugi. What's a former hero like you doing stalling for time? Huh. Orders were merely to slow you down. How thrilling it is to fight a man like you. Let the duel begin, Tetsuya Tsurugi. Our time will be limited, but I intend to enjoy this. Let's watch this animation. It's been a while. Boom! Good. Alright. High maneuver assault should be enough. Boom. Just need 2 more kills for you, Ava. Alright. This is where we're gonna do this. And the person we're setting up to get this done is going to be Simon. So everybody else, your goal is to soften up Gyarados to the tune of 10,000 health. Why don't we go big? We did just unlock this attack, so we might as well show it off. Well, that's about as close as possible as you could get. Alright, well, if we're gonna do it, this is gonna be how we're doing it. So, darn it, that's not close enough. No, it I can't get anybody with support attack nearby, can I? Do you have Zeal yet? You do. Good. Why are you not support attacking? God damn it. Oh, whatever. Giga Jolt Break should do 16k health easily. At least with Bravery active and auto crit. SR point get. Ooh, prospect. You've got guts, humans. Just accept defeat like a man, Garrett Dabla. Aren't you supposed to be a hero? The time has come. My work here is done. The great General Darkness. He's their big gun, huh? They're not humans. I am but a guide. What? The task of leading this world into chaos belongs to this one. Mazinger Zero! That's the one they call the Calamity Mazin. Looks like it's finally time to finish our fight with it. Not quite. Now then, Mazinger Zero, destroy all semblance of reason in Alra. What? Destroy reason? Is it planning to open the Underworld Gate? What's going on here, Spiro? The dimensions. The world is being warped. Destroy reason my foot? Nothing happened. Sorry, but bluffing like that isn't gonna work on us. This is only the beginning. What do you mean, Great General Darkness? The end of paradise. You'll see it for yourself soon enough. What's with those guys? There's no way the Great General Darkness showed up just to threaten us. What is it, C2? I see entities from beyond the realm of natural law. What? Look! Up there! Uh-oh. Those look familiar if you know Gurren Lagann. What the heck are those things? Are they weapons? Those things. Do you know something, Ryomaru? Those things are our enemies! They're attacking us! Crap, they could at least introduce themselves or declare war first! I can't sense the pilot's intent. They must be unmanned. Some organization must have sent their autopilot weapons after us. Faceless weapons. I guess we can call them Mugen. Simon! Annihilation. The end of paradise. So these are the anti-spirals Nia mentioned. Wake the hell up, Simon! Those things are clearly gunning for us! Yeah! All units, we'll be calling the unknown enemies Mugen, starting now. We can't communicate with them, so our only option is to engage them. Captain? They've finally come. Uh-oh. Anytime Nemo knows something about the situation and ain't telling, you know it's bad news. So, these are the Greater Mugen and just Mugen. Uh-oh. They all have support attack, they all have an energy field, and they have 2 regular attacks. And then, of course, there's the Greater Mugen, also with the energy field, also with beams. So, yeah, things just got bad. We're not in a time limit, though, so I'm gonna let them come to us, because that is less of a threat. Alright, first hit is gonna go to Amuro. We're gonna see exactly what these things are capable of. Well, not attacking us from that far away, at least. Of course, somebody not being able to attack Amuro when he shoots them isn't exactly a big surprise. Better heal him up, because he did take some bad hits. That's everyone. All right. Well, this attack won't hit, but let's at least see the animation for it, shall we? That's it. Just badass lasers. Still not gonna hit me. This might. So let's see what it looks like. Just in case they have extra animations or something. Nope. Okay, seriously guys? Why Tobia? I've never figured it out. I love Tobia, but for some reason, enemies in every game he's in like to attack him. And I've never figured out why. No, Joe Bob. More are coming from the sky. There are so many of them. They must be planning to overwhelm us with sheer numbers. At this rate, our spirit will fail us before our strength does. Simon, they're targeting Gurren Lagann. I just knew they had something to do with Nia. You mean Princess Nia? But wasn't Nia captured by Dokunar? She came to me and told me something. She said Spiral's power itself will destroy the universe. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? No clue. Simon. But if there's these things have anything to do with Nia, there's only one thing to do. Blow away every last one of them. They should give us a clue about her. Once you out, you out. Yep. Will you regenerate some SP every turn? But it's not a lot. Way to man up. If something stands in your way, drilling right through is totally your style. We'll be right behind you. We can think this through later. All right, come on, everyone. Looks like we have some backup. Covering fire? From where? What's that? Gunmen! And they're freaking huge! Some of them are even look like Gurren Lagann. They're way bigger, though. You guys! What's up, Simon? It's you're as gung-ho as ever. You probably don't need our help, huh? I hear you, Yoko. We're under Rossio's orders. That's right, Supreme Commander Simon. We'll back you up. Kitan, Yoko, Gimme and Derry. Wait, that's Yamako-sensei. Then all the people are friends of Simon? Bingo! Members of Team Daigura and we're reunited. I'm Gimme Adai. I was the commander of the Kamina City Defense Force, but I came here to support the Infinite Haven. My name's Derry Adai. I'm Gimme's twin sister. Nice to meet you. And I'm Kitan Pachika. I used to be the legal bureau chief, but now I'm the baddest helper around. A defense force commander and a legal bureau chief. Some of the best of the line of beasts. Naturally, our Supreme Commander's in trouble after all. Supreme Commander? Simon, of course. Wait, but if he's the Supreme Commander, he's the highest authority in the land. Simon! You're that high up in the ladder? I'm just Simon. I'm just a guy ready to do whatever it takes to save the girl he loves. You're the man, Simon. That's what makes you our leader. Gimme, Derry. Yeah. Yes. Kitan, Yoko. Ready when you are. Good to go. I'll need all of you to pull this off. Let's do it. We'll blow away those faceless freaks and I'll save Nia. 4 new units, all from Gurren Lagann. The best of the best, though, is what we're going to start with, and that is Kitan in the Space King Kitan. Alright, he starts with Spiral Power level 4, Potential Support Defend, Fighter Spirit and Guard. No Ace bonus yet, but we might get there. No special abilities or anything like that, but he does wield a shield. But he's too large, so he's a big boy. And he comes with Close Combat, Space King Kitan Beam, and Space Kia Lancer. And of course, you cannot forget Yoko, the Space Yoko W-Tank. She starts with Spiral Power, Support Attack, Fighter Spirit, and Hit and Run. As you can tell, Artillery Specialist. Also too large. Close Combat, Double Cannon, and Missile Barrage. An ammunition-based unit. So build as you wish. Then, of course, Gimme in the Space Gun Marl. Spiral Power, Potential, Support Attack, Fighter Spirit. No special abilities, but Gunmarl Glaive ranged, Gunmarl Glaive. And Derry. Pretty much the exact same loadout. Almost like they're twins. Couple abilities there. Let's see what yours are. Charge, interesting. Okay. You having charge is totally normal. And of course, Kitan just starts with Valor. And only costs 29 SP. Yes, we're gonna go full in with him. Nope. Hit that one. Man, I can't believe Rossio managed to hook us up with these ridiculously huge gunmen. But being out here sure beats sitting in front of some desk, at least as far as I'm concerned. Come on, Space King Catan, let's make him see stars. Bye-bye. Actually, Snipe would be better. Because now I get to do this. Rossio did say this was a world-threatening crisis, but I didn't expect to be fighting faceless freaks. Still, if I have to fight, I plan to win. For the world, and for the school kids in that village. Come get some faceless scum. Once I'm done with you, I want to get back to teaching duties as Yomako. Bye-bye! And that's with a barrier that reduced her damage by 1,000. Yeah, you're not gonna get close enough, are you? Alright. Persist. I'm so ready for this! It's a direct order from Rossio! I won't be some brat forever. Time to start pulling my weight as a member of Team Daiguren! In case you wanted to see it, their animation is the same. Which one? There's a lot of options there. Alright, EX action, multi-action. Nyom! Ah, Unisola. Oh, you're not. Unisola. One more kill. Is anybody weakened enough? Oh, yes. We've got one right here. And that'll get us Alba's Ace. And Soul. Remember, Dio's Ace was 1 movement and 20% evasion? Yep. Right. The buddies have their upgrades. Now, the only other person not aced here should be my battleship. Yep. Alright, Daniel. Let's have someone weaken him first. My ancestors. It seems that our nemesis has come to end this paradise. Cool. Now, I'm gonna do something silly. But that should give me more EX bonus after I level. which gives me another multi-action, which lets me do more of this. Alright, now I need to soften one up. Alright. Boom. 3 kills, 1 turn for a battleship captain. Psyflash is only going to hit 1 person. Darn it. That was wasted then. I was hoping I could get him more range for some reason. Careful, Wataru. The enemies we face are completely different from anything we've seen so far. I've never seen Ryumaru like this. Does Ryumaru know something about those Mugen? Oh, wow. Boost dash, I guess, just to get you closer to the fight. Alright, everything else is just gravy. Whoever wants to get kills. The words of the great General Darkness. The appearance of an unknown enemy. The end of paradise. Does this fight have something to do with the goals of the Keeper of Order? Kridak! Hello! And you're a elegy sub! I am a longtime elegy, viewer. So it's good to see you. I'm a lurker though, so you probably don't know. You probably have never noticed me in chat. I lurk everywhere. Okay, yeah, sure. Just go ahead, wipe it out. Cool, great ace. You need at least 1 great ace, by the way, for a secret, to get access to the, I noticed, yeah. You need at least 1 great ace to get access to the secret ending, by the way. So, if you haven't gotten at least 1, this is a good place to do it. Bamboo Splitter Sword. Fire Blaster! Seabrook. I can't get his skill high enough to get him to consistently use support self. Dramatic music. Sure, keep attacking Koji. Please. I need him great ace too, so why not? Ooh, yes, 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 attack Daniel! Yes, Daniel likes this. Yes. Okay, bye. Another great ace. Alright, EX action, multi-action. Daniel get another kill. EX action, multi-action. Daniel get another kill. After I soften some folks up. Oops. Get over here and side flash, you fool! Perfect. EX order, boost EXC, EX action, multi-action. EX action order, boost EXC. This is gonna be overkill. I don't need to do this, but I'm doing it just in case. Well, thank you, Kradak. Ogre Battle 64 is definitely my most viewed series on YouTube by far. I had a blast doing it just because it was such a nostalgia trip for me. And I'm glad that that somebody at least has put like a full YouTube playthrough out. It was years ago though. But hey, that's a coincidence, fellow Elegy viewer. You found my content completely independent of Elegy. Okay, this should be the last kill we need for Daniel to ace. Boom. And now Daniel is a source of SP regeneration. That is all my main units aced. Now, we need to get Space King Catan. And of course, Catan aced as well. But he's gonna have a hard time getting close enough. Because I kind of wiped out everybody. Oops, nope, there. Because of course you can. I am doing great, aren't I? Yeah, I did New Game Plus for the previous game, but obviously that's not necessary. Sure. Okay. You're still gonna kill him. You don't need to, but I'm gonna let you. Now this one, I'm gonna use Rust Tornado and see if it actually survives. It does! Yay! Alright. Catan! You have someone you need to punch. Punch this one instead. Bye-bye. Close combat with the Space Yoko W tank. Just shoulder check. And then a kick. Alright, who wants the last kill? You know what? It's gotta be him. It's just gotta. I'm done wasting my time thinking. I'll stroke first and ask questions later. All I have to do is charge through like my heart is telling me. Nia will be waiting for me on the other side. Looks like you're back, Simon. Yeah, sorry you had to see me like this. I guess I have a front row seat of mine to thank for it. But unfortunately for you, the only thing you'll be seeing from here on out is me and Gurren Lagann winning. Let's see you back that up. I will. You better not blink. You won't want to miss this.
これがグレン・ラガンか。まだまだ。こいつのパワーは天井知らずだ。
Yoko, you only kiss once. I hadn't heard that version of it. Destruction enemy forces confirmed. There doesn't seem to be any reinforcements, at least for now. Let's hear it, Simon. What's going on with Princess Nia? I'm not sure myself, but Nia... Attention. Hey! Is that who I think it is? Nia? Nia. Attention, fugitives bound for paradise. We, the Anti-Spirals, have secured a route for invading the closed universe known as Alroth. Because the inhabitants of this world have exceeded a specified dangerous spiral power level, we have decided to exterminate them. Did you say exterminate? You mean you plan to kill everyone? Is Dokudar controlling you, Nia? Is that where this nonsense comes from? Sorry, phone call. No, he did have something to do with my awakening, but I'm only carrying out my mission. And I'm the messenger of the Anti-Spirals. I'm a virtual life form that was concealed in the Spiral gene, and awoke as programmed to. I'm grateful to Dokudar. Thanks to him, I can fulfill my mission. Please, Nia, use words that make sense to me. Never talked like this before in my life. You're sort of just rambled, never quite making your point. But you were warmer, nicer to be around. It's hard to explain, but that's not you. You were nothing like that before. This is the real me. I refuse to believe that. I suppose it's ironic that a human within whom the anti-spiral gene factor was hidden ended up being born as the daughter of Lord Genome, the Spiral King. But now that I've been transformed into an anti-spiral, I'll never go back to being a human. Nia! She disappeared? You go after Spiro? I'm afraid not. Her existence is now based on different laws than our own. Captain, the space deformation I mentioned has expanded since Messenger Zero showed up. We should probably assume the Mugan came from there. The invasion route she mentioned must be that deformation. Okay, so if they really plan to exterminate people of Alroth, then we can expect something to come from that deformation. Then we better go! Simon! There's no way you're going on without us! This problem affects all of Alroth. That means all the Infinite Haven are going. All units return to ship. Right into space to stop the anti-spirals. I'm coming, Nia. I don't care what you are. Nothing will stop me from saving you. But we're gonna have to hold off on that. Who would have ever thought that Paradise would meet its end like this? Paradise? Forget it. I was just reminiscing about days gone by. Things you've already reached a point of no return. It's time for you to stop dodging my questions. Today's the day you spill it. Tell me about the anti-spirals and why they're after Simon. I took a look at the materials you left in Teplin, that fortress of yours. I learned about the existence of humanity's primordial enemy. If there's nothing to actually worry about, then that's fine. But I suspect that we'll eventually have to face that enemy, so I'm trying to prepare. Humanity is lucky to have a leader like you. Make no mistake, our real leader is Simon. Watching him fight is what gave me the resolve to prepare for an unknown enemy. Fine, I'll talk. After all, it seems that I can't be a mere bystander forever. The anti-spirals. Before I describe them, I need to explain spiral power. Spiral power is the power to evolve. Gee, that sounds a lot like Getter Rays! Both those who possess the spiral gene and the universe with its spiral structure have limitless potential to evolve as their spiral energy increases. That's how the universe works. But there are those who fear this power. We call them the anti-spirals. My body once fought against them as a spiral warrior to defend the galaxy. Spiral warrior. The original purpose of Lord Genome's military might as a spiral king was to fight the anti-spirals, and his weapons served as the prototype for the weapons of Alroth. Wait, so that's why the Mount Sakai Mashin and the gunmen resemble each other? Precisely. And that was what triggered the fighting upon the birth of Alroth. To defend Paradise, Lord Genome fought alongside the Dragon of Light against the Dragon of Darkness. And the gunman, powered by the Spiral Man, was one of the strongest weapons. You mean Simon's Login? That thing is a spiral power-activated core machine that makes combined mech control possible. I didn't think anyone would be able to just use it, or that such a person would find it buried underground. I suppose that's fate. But why? If you were a spiral warrior, if you were human, why'd you oppress your own kind? Why'd you use the Beastmen to keep all the humans underground? Lord Genome was afraid. He feared that someone with a high-level spiral power might one day break through Alroth. In other words, he feared that someone would draw the attention of the anti-spirals. It might very well be true that Dokudar and Olympus were the ones who opened up the tear in Alroth, but given that someone as powerful as Spiral Man defeated Lord Genome, it was probably only a matter of time before this day came. You're saying that Simon, rather the power of a human, called the anti-spirals here? That's right. Why didn't you say so in the first place? We could have done something about it. I think not. Foolish life forms driven by spiral instincts can't help but recklessly strive for the heavens. They can't be stopped by words, deeds, or reason. The only thing that can slow them down is fear. But you all opposed even that. Yet it was all for naught. The way is opened to Alroth by those with the power of darkness. The messenger who was concealed within the spiral gene and tasked with conveying the movements of the spiral races to the anti-spirals. If Alroth had remained closed, that system would never have awakened. But the messenger was awakened by the axe of Dokudar, and the small deformation that resulted was expanded by the Dark Mazin. Why would they do such a thing? They likely wanted to destroy Alroth and couldn't be bothered to remake it. Not that it matters now, but it's most ironic that Lord Genome's daughter turned out to be the messenger. What will happen next? The anti-spirals will come to destroy this universe, armed with the overwhelming physical force they need to do it. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. We received a report from Chief Liron. He says the space deformation is accelerating. Where's Simon and the Infinite Haven? They headed up to space. They probably hope to engage the anti-spirals. How pointless. It's not for you to decide. Kinan, notify all relevant divisions. Time to commence our final plan. We're doing it then? Yes. We're not going to just sit here and wait to die. We'll launch the Ark Gurren. Our prayers will fly with its crew. Well, if you know about Gurren Lagann plot, stuff's about to get fucking real. Congratulations, Daniel. I never thought the Megafauna would get an ace of its own. You've certainly earned the title, not only in terms of combat leadership, but in terms of your other struggles as well. All my pilots aren't always the easiest bunch to understand. But then again, their complexity means I never quite know just how much they can do. So it's definitely not all bad. That big heart of yours is a big part of the reason you're such a fine captain for the Megafauna. Quit poking fun at me. You know I constantly worry about how I'm doing. The way you bear the responsibilities for everyone's lives, it offers me something that other pilots simply can't. And Amuro! Feel a little odd to be lauded by earning the title of ace. I would have thought a man of your skills would be no stranger to occasions like this. You're right. I was only for military exploits as a lieutenant. This is different. Actually, I think this feels quite a bit like receiving an award for achieving something as a student. Do you speak from experience? Not really. As a kid, all I was ever interested in was toying with machines. I'm rather astonished as you grew up to be so strong. I'm as surprised as anyone, to be honest. I never dreamed that my life would turn out like this. The people of the Universal Century probably had no idea the man considered greatest pilot of all time has a shy side. Given the way you fight, not because of orders, because you choose to. I believe you have what it takes to save the world. Ace Pilot Tobia! We got a lot of aces this round. Thanks, Spiro. It's really cool of you to arrange a celebration like this. Don't mention it. I've actually been waiting for an opportunity to speak with you in private. Tobia, you're lying about having amnesia, correct? Whoa, where'd that come from? I assume your reasons have something to do with Seabrook and Cecily. My head, it hurts! It hurts so bad! Spare me the acting. I have no intention of mentioning this to anyone else. I simply want to know the truth. Fine, Spiro, you got me. That almost seemed too easy. Well, what you said about wanting to know the truth, I felt you there, man. And for what it's worth, I do trust you in my own way. Thank you, Tobia. I'll try not to do anything to betray that trust. So you're capable of lying to protect others. I can learn something from strength like that, Tobia. I know, isn't it great? Ah, yes. Congratulations, Alba! Ace Pilot. Oh man, I like the sound of that. Ace Pilot, Alba Watase. Ooh, say it again! Say it loud! Then again, I guess Dio did have to work for me to get here. Indeed he did. Most of your piloting skills are a result of feedback from him. Given that, is your next goal perhaps to achieve victory without relying on Dio? Nah. My goal is and always will be to get back home with Ina. Defeating our enemies is important and all, but our survival is my #1 priority. Fighting to survive. Perhaps it's silly to even mention this, but I think that's how humans are supposed to live. And Alba, based on the way you've chosen to risk your life, I'm confident that your tireless efforts will ultimately enable you to achieve your goals. It's nice that we're members of the infamous Infinite Haven now and all. Our situation is all kinds of messed up. Yeah, but nothing thrills me like high stakes. I bet Dayaka is kicking himself and opting to house sit in Kamina City right now. Yeah, right, Kitan. His daughter Anne was just born after all. He probably doesn't want to leave her side. Well, I guess Anne is cute. I can sort of see where he's coming from. Given that it's his niece, he better agree. You're totally the type who would spoil your kids. Or at least your niece. Yeah, probably. I want to keep Anne safe. I sure as hell can't let anyone exterminate humanity. Our sentiments exactly. Yeah, let's show the anti-spirals what we're made of. I can see why Team Daigoran is so famous. All of you are just bursting with energy. You must be Spiro. Nice to meet you. Certainly. But we still might not make it in time. The invasion of the anti-spirals. The gradual determination of a founder. Regardless of what happens, the odds of the world continuing as I wish seem grim indeed. Alright, let's see. We're gonna need most of these tack points because we have new units! Let us start with... I'm actually only gonna upgrade one unit. Space King Kitan! Boom! Oh, he became a defensive powerhouse! Alright, Kitan! There you are. So you already have 2 support fend, you already have 2 levels of guard, so let's give you another level of guard. Fire Spirit level 3 is already there, so let's get morale defend. Break morale limits. With all that done, do I have enough for dash? Nope. Very much nope. So let's give him 2 more potentials. And parameters up. Defense. And give him some evasion so he can actually avoid some things. And some hit. And then close quarter combat. Close quarters combat. Close quarters combat. Words. Anyway. Done. Start with that, but if I have something better, I'll give you that instead. Spiral Effector. Just cause. Just checking if I have anything else that grants movement. Nope. That'll do. Okie dokie. Suborders, score. Now, remember, I mentioned that we need to have 25 people ace total, at least, to get the secret ending. So that's 10 on this page. 10 on this page. Remember, Lelouch is ace because I gave him a special skill. Lets him ace sooner. And then... Why is... That's weird. And then 1, 2, 3... Okay, so we only need 2 more aces to meet that requirement. That is not bad. Alright,